Hey guys, it's Lewis here from Physique Level Up, and in today's video, how I boost my metabolism for faster fat loss. When I'm going on a full body transformation, when I'm losing body fat and getting really lean, how do I keep my metabolic rate on a higher level? How do I boost my metabolism to keep fat loss moving? I'm going to run through these major 4 points that we need to discuss, just in case you have maybe hit a plateau at this moment of time and you're aiming to get really lean and you want to embark and really transform your physique in full. It's very important that we are looking after ourselves when we are going on a body transformation and we are implementing these steps, as being in a deficit, losing body fat for long periods of time can be very high stress upon the body. So it's very important to incorporate these metrics and just making sure that we are looking after ourselves when we are going through a body transformation, so you can still continue to make progress. Firstly guys, running through refeed days, more food, eating more food through your body transformation. Now, when we are embarking and losing body fat and in a deficit, constantly losing body fat, chipping away, constantly our body will be under stress through periods over a long period of time. If we're maybe dieting for 4 months or 5 months, it's quite a long time. Your body just constantly chipping away at excess body fat. So it's very important, guys, to actually bring in some more food. And a refeed day is very powerful. And these can be consecutive as well, over a 48-hour period, going into 3 days. Even studies have massively shown as well that if we are having refeed days over a 48-hour period, is more beneficial than 24 hours. There's plenty of studies on this in terms of eating more carbs over this period. So why do we need our refeed days? Now, when we are losing body fat, our body's gonna be under stress if we're getting really lean. So a refeed day is when we incorporate more food over a couple of days or maybe 3 days, depending on how long you've been dieting and what's needed. Okay, so what's actually very beneficial when we are having a refeed day and bringing our calories back up is actually incorporating more carbohydrates. More carbohydrates, you're going to feel a lot more replenished, less run down, and you're going to feel a lot more energized. So actually eating more food will boost your metabolic rate, because what will happen is you will actually just start to move more. Because when we are dieting down, when we're losing body fat, we are going to conserve more energy. We're just going to be moving less throughout the day. So when we incorporate more food, we'll come back to life a bit more. This is when we're getting really lean, and then everything applied, we're actually just going to be burning more calories and moving more in the day, even though we're on more food. So it's very beneficial, guys, to bring in these refeed days if you have been dieting for a long period of time. If you're just starting out, then we won't need any refeeds for a good while. This is why it's very good having someone look over your transformation, just seeing where you are in terms of when a refeed is actually needed. Okay, it's very good on your hormone aspects, very good on recovery, so more food is going to be needed through periods. So if you're someone that is dieting on very low calories all the time, 1,000, 1,200 calories, 1,300, just super low, okay, it's maybe potentially now your time for a refeed. Okay, start eating more. Okay, because you're going to be potentially a lot more moodier if you're on these lower calories all the time. Your hormone imbalance is out. Your hair can start falling out. If you're a female, you can start missing your periods. So it's very important, guys, to look after yourself and start feeding the body correctly through periods. So I know we have our body goals in position, but it's very important to look after yourself and just making sure you've got the right aspects in place so you can continue your body transformation. Okay, guys? So refeed days is when you eat a lot more food, roughly 500 to 1,000 calories extra per day, depending on where you are. Mostly prioritizing adding all the calories back in as well in terms of carbohydrates. Healthy carbs, very beneficial. Some extra wraps. You can even chuck in some bagels in there with some jam. You can chuck in some healthy cereals, maybe some shreddies or some bran flakes or some Weetabix. Something along these lines is really going to bring your leptin levels back up and bring yourself back to life. Okay, guys? Number 2 now is less training for your HRV, so your heart rate variability. Now, when we are training mass amounts, you might be going to the gym and doing 4 days per week, heavy sessions. It's actually sometimes to actually take your foot off the gas and actually just step back with training. Okay, actually just doing less. Letting the body just actually recover, because you're in a deficit, you're losing fat. Your calories are going to be a little bit lower because we have to be in a deficit. So we just want to actually start training less, maybe for a week, maybe for 2. Okay, just to really start aligning with your HRV, bringing yourself back up. Because if your HRV, your heart rate variability just keeps on dropping, that means you're not essentially recovering at your full max. Okay, so this applied is going to slow down fat loss as the body is just massively under stress, and if anything, you're going to be grabbing hold of water weight. So you just want to make sure that you release any excess water weight, release any stress, taking some time off training or training a lot less with intensity, okay, and eating more food. So bringing in a refeed and actually training less over a week is going to be powerful, just giving yourself full recovery. Number 3, guys, is less cardio, again linked with training. If you're doing a lot of cardio, tons of running or tons on the Stairmaster, and you're just doing too much, and you feel like weight loss is slowing down and you're on really low calories, now is the time to actually take a rest from the gym, do less cardio, bring your HRV back up, full recovery applied, eat more through these periods, 3 days, maybe 4 days, let your body fully recover in full, and then you can actually go back to your training plan. Okay, and really just giving yourself some rest and recovery there. If your intensity is high, if your cardio is higher, and your calories are lower, you just want to make sure you're getting some more food in with some carbs, 500 to 1,000 calories extra per day. Very, very beneficial, and your metabolism is just going to skyrocket. And then when you come down back losing body fat, you're going to be in a great position to start chipping away again. Your body is going to be in a prime position to do so, to start achieving your body transformation. Okay, guys, really take into these actions and take this into consideration. Any questions regarding, of course, just please leave your comments below. And lastly, guys, is deload fully. So a deload is taking some time off training. Now, a deload can be resting a week from the gym completely. You can just not go in the gym at all. Take a week off. You can just do some walking for the week. So very light, active work. Okay, active recovery. So no cardio, no gym, just resting the body fully and eating more food through this period. Your metabolism is going to skyrocket. It's going to be powerful if you've been dieting for a long period of time. Okay, or a deload can be you go into the gym, you train, but you are training with less intensity. So if you're training at 90%, at 100%, really, really going for it and powering through your sessions, training to failure, you actually just want to train potentially at 50 to 60%. So you're not essentially going in with a high stressor, so your body's still recovering, but you're getting some form of blood flow. Okay, so you're just training a little bit less on intensity for a week or two, and then you can go back in with the full intensity. You're going to be fully recovered. Your body is going to be in a great position. Your HRV most likely will start creeping up, and then from here, you're going to be in a great position to start boosting your metabolism and get yourself back into fast fat loss motion. Hopefully this video helped, guys, and if it did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you have any comments, please leave your messages below.